James Holder, IFL TV, in association with Macklin's Gym up out. We're in the Park Plaza Hotel today in central London. Just had the press conference for the big announcement. David Haye links up with Richard Schaefer's very own Ringstar Promotions. Haymaker Ringstar is born. Can you talk to me about what exactly is going to go on here, Dave?
What's going to go on is you're going to get some great fights. The fans are going to be very happy. Richard's got some great fighters already that he's going to be bringing to the table. He's just signed up Tony Oki, the Olympic gold medalist, super heavyweight. So he's already got him on the books. He's got a lot of other great American talent. He's going to be bringing over to the UK. So we're going to be getting, the boxing fans should be happy. You're going to be getting a treat. We're looking at signing some good young, hungry fighters. Great fighters. So yeah, it's exciting times ahead. It's just another promotional company who are going to give the fans what they want, and we're going to do it on a big scale.
Do you think Haymaker Ringstar Promotions can rival some of the big promotional companies we've got?
I believe so. I truly believe so. I've always sort of thrived on being an underdog. When I turned professional, no one said I could be the world champion at cruiserweight, particularly after I lost to Carl Thompson. You never make it. Listen to all the experts. You'll never do it, and I did it. I always said that I was going to sort of stay independent and do things my own way. The establishment said it couldn't be done. I was going to be the heavyweight champion of the world. It couldn't be done. I did it. I was going to fight on Dave. I was going to get amazing numbers on Dave. You can't do it. It's a comedy channel. Blah blah blah. Well, we smashed it. Over 3 million people tuned in. So every time the doubters have reared their ugly head, they've been slapped back. And this is going to be no different. I'm going to put my heart and soul into it. You're going to see some great fights. You're going to see some great talent. We've got some real good signings ready to go, and you'll keep hearing Haymaker Ringstar fighters being announced, and we're looking at fighters who are going to become world champions, and not only that, who are articulate, who can, who are the total package, and it's exciting times.
Is this a signal of intent that you yourself are looking past the boxing career in terms of, are you drawing towards an end of your career?
No,
Do you feel that?
I've always promoted my own fights. I've always I've signed up fighters along the way. I remember at one stage I had David Price, George Groves,
Ashley Sexton.
Ashley Sexton. Yeah, there's lots of fighters. We've had Derry Matthews. You had some good fighters over the years, and when it worked out, it worked out, and I've never had any issues with any of those fighters. A lot of the times I've allowed them to move on to other pastures if that worked out best for them. I've got the fighters' best interests at heart, and you'd be hard pushed to find a fighter who would say that I've ever held them back in any way or never gave them the best.
Will you be looking at, will you be looking at signing marquee fighters? Will you be looking at developing your own talent within the stable?
World champions, people who have been world champions, at all different levels. We'll be looking at signing some good fighters. So if there's fighters out there who want to see what else is out there, come to us a shout.
I want to focus on your own career at the moment. We've seen you've been out in the States training for what is picking up momentum and looks to be a mammoth clash against Tony Bellew. Talk to me about your mindset at the moment, how you're feeling and what you're looking forward to.
My mindset's calm, it's cool. It's someone who knows I'm in good shape. I'm injury free, I'm healthy. I'm doing some great stuff in the gym. I'm in a good place. We've got 6 weeks. Tomorrow the fight is away, and I can't remember a time in my life where I've been at this stage 6 weeks before. Normally there's a bit of a mad scramble around 6 to 3 weeks to really get the core fitness in, but I'm fit as a fiddle now. I really am. I really think it made the difference, me spending those weeks over in Miami with no distractions. Being able to wake up in the morning and walk to the beach, go for a swim, go for a run, do whatever I've got to do. It's been really, really nice, and I'm thinking about going back out there. Being back in London, obviously I'm doing all of this media work, which is all good and well and has to be done for the fight, but I actually really enjoy the sun. I really enjoy being able to walk around everywhere. I never walk anywhere in London because I'm either in a big jacket, scarf and freezing. I just walked from a gym over to here, which is like a 5-minute walk. My hands were freezing, I was shivering. It's not really for me. Not really for me. So I think I might get back out to a warmer climates.
Have you refocused and chilled your energies? Because it seemed, from our point of view, that Tony Bellew got inside your head a little bit at the initial press conference. Having time to reflect on that, how do you sort of look back on that?
It's hard to not get drawn in when someone's right there and someone pushes you. When someone pushes you, you know, I didn't know, as far as I'm aware, I didn't know it was a push. It could have been a punch. He could have been trying to punch it. You know, it was just an instinct. You know, I keep saying to people, you walk up, no matter how calm a cat is, walk up to a cat, you pull its tail, it's going to claw your hand. No matter how chilled it is, no matter how kind, and it's going to turn around and claw your hand because it's a natural instinct. And when anyone does and it gets into my face, my natural instinct, as I've been fighting since I was 10 years old, did martial arts since I was a baby, is to lash out and punch or kick or fight or headbutt or do something. You know, I'm a natural born fighter, so you don't get into my zone and antagonise me. And he tried to do that. He tried to bully me, tried to push me. Why is he pushing me for? He's the type of guy who pushes us. But if you look at his last few fights, he tries to get in people's face. He tries to intimidate them. You think I'm intimidated by that idiot? Are you joking? Have you looked at him? Look at me, look at him. Look at my style, look at his style. Look at my punch power, look at his punch power. Look at my chin, look at his chin. Look at my amateur pedigree, look at his amateur pedigree. Look at my world title fights, look at his. I beat him in every single department. There's nothing he can beat me. He can beat me, and he's just going to lose, and he's going to lose horribly. I'm going to make sure of that.
You're looking very trim, obviously in good shape, coming down for weight.
Yeah.
Tony Bellew's going to come up in weight. Have you got any concerns that Tony Bellew, the power that he could have coming into heavyweight?
I've generally got no concern whatsoever for anything Tony Bellew brings to the table. I'm not actually training to fight Tony Bellew. Sounds crazy. I'm training to fight a heavyweight, someone who's faster than he is, someone who's bigger, someone who's stronger, someone who's heavier, someone who's got better technical ability. If I trained to fight someone of his capabilities, I'd probably go to the pub. Honestly, I don't. If I tried to break down his style and study his style, I wouldn't train. I'd be like, what's the point? I could beat this guy in my sleep. But I'm not. I'm being professional. I'm going to the gym twice a day, eating super healthy, doing all the things I need to do to fight after Tony Bellew. Because I know I'm just getting in the ring and just beating the hell out of this guy and punishing him for as long as he can take, which ain't going to be very long. So I'm not training to fight him. It's a waste of time. I'm training to fight someone 2 inches taller than him, sharper, big, long jab, big right hand, body shots. I'm training to fight a big, scary heavyweight. If I'm not training to fight a big, scary heavyweight, then I'll probably won't be training.
Fight predictions?
He's getting spectacularly knocked out and he's getting carried out of the ring on a stretcher. Plain and simple. Sounds dramatic. It sounds horrible. You know, I don't wish anybody any harm and all that. But it's the guy tells you they're going to jump out of a 5th-story building. What's going to happen? He's going to break his legs, or worse, and he's going to get knocked out spectacularly, or worse. That's not me trying to be evil or being horrible. It's just the facts of life. Me and him this is how it is, and I don't think he quite grasps that. You know, maybe I don't know. People do some crazy things for money. You see, they really do crazy things for money, and what's the point of having the money if you can't spend it?
Quite finally, last word on Anthony Joshua with Vladimir Klitschko. We've seen that's picking up a bit of momentum as well. I know it's in your division, no doubt you'll have eyes on potentially facing the winner. Give me your thoughts on that before we go.
I'm hoping Anthony Joshua does the job. I think it's the perfect time for him. You know, fighting a guy who hasn't fought for a year and a half is a big plus. Fighting someone who lost the last fight is a big plus, and fighting someone who in the last fight didn't throw any punches is a magnificent plus. So they say you was only as good as your last fight, so Vladimir Klitschko's last fight was horrendous. So you have to side with the current form. You know, although Molina and Brazil and Martin weren't that great, he's still done a number on them. He didn't have any problems. He didn't even take a punch, as far as I'm aware, clean punch. So he's fresh. Vladimir Klitschko is old. He's 41 years of age. There's so many pluses in Joshua's favour that I'm pretty confident that it's going to be like a. If Joshua comes out and lets his hands go, he'll stop him. If he comes out and he's a bit cautious, it'll be a repeat of Tyson Fury and Klitschko, which was just like neither of them wanting to commit. But I think Anthony Joshua will commit and he'll go in there and put him under some pressure. Or Vladimir, if he does do that, if Joshua does commit, Vladimir Klitschko won't stand and block and punch. He doesn't do that. He just holds. So if you've got a good referee and Joshua presses the fight, Klitschko will just keep holding him until he gets disqualified, and then Joshua wins. Everyone's happy. Boom, boom.
Listen, we could talk for ages. There's so much more we could talk about. But just for the sheer amount of media here, to give you your time, I'm going to cut you off. Thank you.
It's very considerate of you. I
You're back
appreciate
on your
that.
IFL TV. It's always a great pleasure.
Likewise.
Enjoy the States. We'll be out there for Carl Frampton's fights. Hopefully,
I'll be there. I'll see you down. I'll see you out there.
See you out
I'd
there.
say we'll go for a beer, but
Pushing
be
it.
close.
Pushing
But I
it.
am fighting Belly.
See you in the States, champ. Thank you very
Shandy,
much.
Shandy. But
Cheeky Shandy. Cheers, David. Fake it.